What's going on, everybody? Gem Mint here, back again with another Omnibus haul. Not the largest haul that we've ever had, but a lot of great books to talk about. Before we jump into it, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. We are doing a giveaway for this Deja Thoris premium format by Sideshow once we hit 150,000 subscribers. All you got to do is be subscribed, leave a like on this video, and comment below. Hang around to the end of the video and I'll give you more details on the giveaway. We got to give a huge shout out to Marvel Comics for sending us an early advanced look at this Marvel Masterworks book, as well as the Age of Apocalypse companion omnibus, and to our partners at Organic Price Books for sending the Spider-Gwen and the Justice League New 52 omnibus. They have quickly become collectors' preferred choice for shopping online for omnibus with their comparable prices, great packaging, and super fast shipping. If you use the code GEMMINT at checkout for your first order, you'll save $2. So go ahead and give them a shot. All right, guys, first thing we're going to do is jump into this Marvel Masterworks. This is Captain America Volume 13, the DM variant, so it's got some legacy numbering here. So Volume 309 for this Masterworks edition. All right, guys, so the DM variant has that gold border around Captain America 234, the Marvel Masterworks with that marble-looking background, and here's the issues it contains on the back. Captain America 231 through 246 with Marvel Premiere number 49. The hardcover has that black faux leather look, kind of like the original Marvel Omnibus. This one is not the same height as an Omni. These are kind of smaller, more compact, but there you go, that faux leather look. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside and what it contains. And you can see the inside. It looks like an old school omnibus. They kept that format with that marble look. Even the same type of credit pages and table of contents in the beginning, which we can see here. Here goes the table of contents. Nice little splash page with Cap and Punisher. And here we have a little foreword by Jim Salicrup talking about being an assistant editor and what it's like to lose a legend during the World War II times. And here we're jumping into the issue. So it starts with Captain America 231, If America Should Die. You have a great Bronze Age artwork here. This stuff has a lot of the Falcon, Captain America. And here we're going into the next issue. This is actually the cover for the Dust Jacket 234. Got Daredevil on the cover here. And just flipping through, it's a good way to collect these runs if you don't like the size of the Omnis. This is more of a regular comic book height, and it's a lot more manageable than those big bulky Omnis. So a lot of Marvel Masterworks fans out there, this was the format that came out before the Omnibus. So they're still cranking them along, man. If you're collecting this library and building it up, this one will be released on July 21st. So here's just an early look at it. The back of the book does include some original pages. So you have Sal Buscema and Don Perlin pages. You have covers by Frank Miller and Bob McLeod, as well as George Perez and Terry Austin. Next up, we're going to talk about the big boy of the haul, the Justice League New 52 Omnibus, Jim Lee, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank. DC has finally come through and started printing these New 52 runs. I mean, we got Batman finally, we got Swamp Thing, Aquaman, Deathstroke. So adding to the New 52 stuff with this huge omnibus, we're going to take a look at it together, see what it collects, take a look at Jim Lee's incredible artwork, and all that good stuff. All right, the Justice League New 52 Omnibus is actually scheduled to be released tomorrow, Tuesday, June 22nd. This has a $125 cover price, and it collects Aquaman 14 through 16, Constantine 5, Justice League 0 through 23, Justice League of America 1 through 7, Justice League Dark 22 through 23, the New 52 Free Comic Book Day Special Edition, Trinity of Sin Pandora 1 through 3, and Trinity of Sin The Phantom Stranger 11. You have a beautiful piece of artwork here on the actual hardcover with Wonder Woman and Superman sharing a kiss in the moonlight. And this is a big, thick omnibus, but check it out. The binding is actually really good on here. You have a big lift, a big eye, where that lets those pages breathe a little bit and lay down flat on the table. So I was really happy to see them not have that so tight or glued to the hardcover like they have in the past. So anyway, let's jump in here. You have this amazing Batman, Superman splash page on the cover pages here. A little dark side goodness in the background there. Here you have your credits. Same kiss shot there. And the table of contents. Now, the only downside to the table of contents is there are no page numbers on these pages. So unless you're going to count them by the hundreds to figure out what issue you're in, it's going to be difficult. As with most modern omnibus, there is no trade dress on the covers, but they do give you the regular and the variant. and bam, huge explosive Jim Lee artwork, an amazing book. And what the New 52 Justice League finally did was give them like an origin story, kind of like an event that happened that caused these heroes to all come together. Because in the Silver Age, they were just individual characters and then they just showed up. So this was really the real origin of the Justice League. I actually did a review of the first arc with the Absolute Edition that I had. I ended up getting rid of that in lieu of this omnibus coming out. And I'm glad I did. So there's going to be 2 Omnis to complete this run. I really like the first arc. I have not read the second arc yet, but I look forward to having this in the collection and checking it out when I get a chance. As with most modern omnibus, you do have a slew of variant covers in the back, which is always great to have. So this way you didn't have to hunt the issues down one at a time to get them. You have the sketch designs and pencils in the back as well. So a nice bang for your buck on this one. Next up, we got the Spider-Gwen Omnibus. I remember when Edge of the Spider-Verse 2 came out on the shelves. I feel like an old man now. And I remember thinking, wow, that's pretty cool. Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman. And she wasn't even Spider-Gwen right away. And man, this character took off. She blew up. She's in movies and whatnot. They finally have an omnibus collecting her multiple runs. So we'll talk about that when we take a look at the overhead shots. But a very flashy Omni. Love that spine. Let's take a look at Spider-Gwen. All right, so with the Spider-Gwen book, I had a real dilemma. Do I get the regular cover, which has her first appearance in Edge of the Spider-Verse 2, or do I go with the DM variant by Nick Bradshaw, which has that amazing McFarlane homage cover, which I'll show at the end? Spine looks great. The back looks amazing. Now, this collects her first appearance in Edge of the Spider-Verse 2, and then she had 2 series in 2015. So Series A was a 5-issue miniseries. Then Series B, which is the bulk of this book, collects issues 1 through 34, has Annual 1, All New Wolverine Annual 1, Spider-Woman Alpha and Omega, Silk issues 7 and 8, Spider-Woman 6 and 7, and then Spider-Man 12 through 14 from that 2016 series. This has a $125 cover price as well, and it has 1,224 pages. Beautiful artwork on the hardcover, this wraparound art that shows Gwen Stacy running away, Spider-Gwen off in the distance there. And this is a Marvel omnibus. Typically, we don't have tight binding. You can see the pages are very loose, and so is the spine. So that's going to be an easy read to get through. Let's take a look here. Opening up the book, you have that turquoise cover page complementing her sandals. I remember that being an issue when she first came out. Cover page with Silk. Here are the credits, the Slick Rick background there. And here we go, Edge of the Spider-Verse 2. This was an Elseworlds tale. This was just a 5-issue miniseries, more like an anthology series that introduced a new Spider-Woman. And like I said before, like, she was Spider-Woman. It wasn't Spider-Gwen. And then somebody came up with the Spider-Gwen, and that led down to Gwenum and Gwenpool and all these other things. So you have great modern artwork in here. I mean, this story is okay. It's what you would expect out of a Spider-Gwen story. Kind of lighthearted. But it does have a dark introduction with the death of Peter Parker in her universe. It's not the Marvel 616. Spider-Gwen hails from Earth 65. So kind of a dark origin, as most heroes have. But then we get into some lighthearted stuff. She's part of a band called the Mary Janes and, you know, all this kind of stuff. So getting to the extras in the back of the book, you have a script for Edge of the Spider-Verse 2. You do have some character designs. And of course, you have a ton of variant covers. So let's get through this like Marvel handbook stuff, and let's take a look at these covers. So the Greg Land variant, Edge of the Spider-Verse 2, I think that was the 1 out of 25. You got Scotty Young on the right. You have great covers here by Chris Anka, by Sarah Pacelli, Yasmin Putri, Mark Brooks here. You have some more Scotty Young stuff that he was doing for the new series. And there's that Nick Bradshaw and Sonia Obach McFarlane homage, which I really like. Then you have the Bruce Timm. Here's the action figure variants, the hip hop variants, and just a ton of great covers here. I mean, definitely worth it alone for all the variant covers that you get in the back. All right, guys, last up, we have the X-Men Age of Apocalypse Companion Omnibus. The event's so nice, they had to do it twice. That's right, Age of Apocalypse came out in 1995. It was so popular and successful that they doubled back to that universe a few years later, and this is what we're getting. We're getting some tie-ins, some new mini-series. We're getting some prelude issues and some what-ifs. So we're going to take a look at this, and we're going to compare this new printing with the first print. All right, so the first printing is on the left here, and that's the regular cover. The new printing I have here, this is the DM variant, and that's the only difference. I mean, everything else is pretty much the same. I guess the image on the bottom of the spine is different as well, but the regular cover will have the image on the left. Anyway, Age of Apocalypse Companion. So, you know, I know there's always been some confusion on what this book actually collects, and it collects a ton of things. You get X-Men Chronicles 1 through 2, Tales from the Age of Apocalypse 1 through 2, X-Men -1 and 53 and 54, Blink 1 through 4, X-Universe 1 and 2, Exile 60 and 61, X-Men Age of Apocalypse 1 through 6, plus the one-shot. You have What If 77 and 81, plus What If X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Material from Hulk Broken Worlds 2, X-Men Prime, X-Men Annual 96, X-Men Endangered Species, Exiles Days of Then and Now, and the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, Age of Apocalypse 2015. This book also has a $125 cover price with 992 pages. The art on the front of the hardcover is the same from the regular edition dust jacket, same image on the spine, and then we have some more artwork here on the back. Just have all black interior pages, nice big cover page here. I always like that X-Men logo. You get a recap, you get, you know, what happened during Age of Apocalypse previously and all that stuff, and then you have, like I said, we're going back to this universe. It was so popular, it was so profitable that they went back to it, and you have stuff that takes place before Age of Apocalypse, tie-ins, you have epilogues and prologues, and basically anything they can to add to this world. You have great, you know, late 90s, early 2000 artwork. And like how Age of Apocalypse had a lot of like 4-issue miniseries when they rebranded all the X titles, we get more of that here with those little 2-issue miniseries, the Blink 4-issue miniseries. But definitely something, if you loved Age of Apocalypse, it's a great companion. It goes along with it. It's not necessary. It's just kind of a sequel to Age of Apocalypse. So this one actually comes out the following week from when this video drops. So June 30th is when you can get the new printing of the X-Men Age of Apocalypse Companion, in case you guys missed it the first time around. All right, guys, there you have it, the Omnibus haul for today. Let me know which ones you're picking up in the comments down below. Like I said, once we hit our next subscriber milestone, we're going to do a giveaway for this Deja Thoris premium format by Sideshow. Once we hit the milestone, we'll go live Sunday afterwards like we always do. Pick a random video where I promoted the giveaway and use a random YouTube comment generator to draw a worldwide winner. So like I said, be subscribed, leave a like on the video, leave a comment below, and help us get there sooner than later. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, but don't go anywhere. Check out my other Omnibus hauls in the playlist to the right, and stay minty fresh. Peace.